This man is a thinker, a philosopher, truly a mastermind. Soon the English classrooms will plaster his face among with Lord Byron, Theodore Dostoevsky, and William Shakespeare. His name, Dababy! To celebrate this polymath, we'll look at his top 10 lyric. Let's go! In Dababy song, Baby, an excellent name, might I add, he wrote one of the most beautiful lines I have ever seen in modern literature. I'm stalling these women out. If I'm a dog, then she'll flee. Now, most of the unwashed masses will say, huh? But I have a much more intellectual take. I'm stalling these women out. If I'm a dog, then she'll flee is so deep because it illustrates Dababy's insecurities as a modern man talking with a woman. The lyric, I'm stalling, means he is hesitant and feels anxiety when talking to women. While I'm a dog, she'll flee is clever commentary on men feeling intimidated by women and feeling like they can only be validated by acting tough or giving up their well-being to talk with a woman. Do not misinterpret the lyric as being against women, okay? Dababy never claims that. I have not seen his music videos, but I trust in my heart that Dababy treats women with respect, alright? It is rather a lyric about anxiety and how society views men. Number 2, in Dababy's song, Blame It on Baby, the title itself shows us humility, he spouts something so profound, I cannot even imagine Vsauce saying something of such caliber, or Socrates, or Plato, alright? Those guys, not compared to Dababy, I get chicken, no tender. Now, I'm going to break this down for you simpletons. What does I get chicken, no tender mean? Chicken is the female sex version of Gallus domesticus, alright? And tenders are bred as chip. Now, he could have said words like nugget or finger, but he chose tender, which is very intentional, alright? The chicken part is in reference to women, because chicken are women. Am I right, gamers? No tender refers to the insecurities that Dababy poses around being sentimental and emotional around women, or in general. Dababy feels pressure to act like a kingpin, get a girl, have fun with her, throw her out the next morning. But Dababy's tired of it. He wants to feel emotions. He wants to be tender with women, or should I say, woman.
Just want to be happy.
Yes, my friends, clever wordplay. Dababy wants to ditch polyamory and embrace monogamy, to start a family of his own, become a modern-day Augustine. But society won't let him. They don't let you buy Nokia phones, and now this, disgusting. That's what I get chicken, no tender means. Number 3, in Dababy's song Bop, another glorious song, he comes out swinging with this. Do I even need to explain? So number 4, in Dababy's song Nasty, feel like a workout, don't it? He describes his experience as a man who feels burned out with the current pace of society and just wants to slow down and enjoy the birds chirping and the flowers blooming. And as he tries to keep up with the rest of the world, it exhausts him about how the world goes progress, building bigger, stronger, faster, more, consumerism, consume, RGB keyboard. What is this, alright? Dababy can't keep up. Dababy doesn't know what an I-core processor is. Dababy doesn't know what a VR headset is. Dababy does not know any of these modern technologies, alright? Dababy can't keep up with the constant lingo. I mean, has he ever heard of hypertonic osmosis? He probably hasn't, alright? The world keeps trying to advance too radically, and Dababy is trying to stop it. Like, not saying that progress is bad, but saying that rather the idea that progress over everything else should be achieved, that rather progress over everything else should be focused, that is what's bad, because then you fly too close to the sun. You lose what makes yourself human. You lose what makes yourself truly a man. And that's what Dababy has realized. And that's what Dababy is communicating here. Rather that people feel too swamped up with work, people feel too swamped up with life, and they don't relax. They don't just interact with the community. They keep this money to themselves, and yet they complain that they don't have enough. They keep this money to themselves, and they keep all these things to themselves, but yet they claim that they don't have enough. They claim they don't have enough stuff, and they claim they don't have enough things, and they complain about how other people have other things. But I think the problem here is, and that's what DaBaby's highlighting, is that this consumerism and that people have too much. That is the deal. People have too much of what they don't need and not enough of what they do need. Community and integration, all right? People need this, and that's what DaBaby is saying. To not be attached to money or objects or to women, but to have a family. To go to church, to interact with your local community, talk to Susan from Parish Council, or to talk to the local chapter of your book club, or the Knights of Columbus, or the Boy Scouts, or just anything at this point. Girl Scouts, local ditch cleanup crew. That's what it means to be a member of your community. Just like how some people, across the world, in Costa Rica, one of the most happy nations in the world, yet they have so little compared to the US. And why? Why are they so happy? Because they have community, and they recognize what makes them human, and they recognize what the human experience is. That is what DaBaby's feel like a workout, don't it? Means. Number 5, in DaBaby song, Yeah, Yeah. He says an overrated but still very profound lyric. I will turn a fella into a convertible. DaBaby does not mean he will literally turn a fellow man into a convertible. No, that's not how it works. Literalists, get out, fundamentalists, get out. Shoo. What is a convertible? Now, a simple-minded person may just say, a car whose roof opens up. But what does he mean on how the roof opens up? The roof is opening up to the world. The car is becoming exposed, vulnerable. Vulnerable to rain, vulnerable to wind, vulnerable to radiation from the sun. You get my drift, right, son boy? All right? What he's saying here is that he's making his fellow man vulnerable. And that is profound. Number 6. In DaBaby song Practice, he talks about a very serious issue. War crimes. Boom, boom, boom. The title says it all. Practice. The meaning of this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's intentional. It was predetermined. DaBaby is calling out Slobodan Milosevic's government. Use of mines and rockets against the Bosnian people and the psychotic dictatorship of the Yugoslav government, and the sort of manufactured nationalism that they created in order to instill hate. Sort of an absurd hate. Hate so absurd you almost laugh at it. It's bonkers. And DaBaby calls it out when nobody else will. Alright? Number 7. Well, looking up the Walker, Texas Ranger theme for a video that I'm a little bit too proud of, I found a fabulous lyric that enlightened me to a new plane of existence. So, that ain't DaBaby, that's my baby. A lyric in which DaBaby asks within himself, what is man? But unlike the unwashed masses or that soy yak, Nietzsche, he does not crumble into despair as if he were a Red Lobster cheddar melt. He stands and he says that man is man. All that struggle, all that joy, all that experience from birth to natural death, getting married, getting a job, having kids, that ain't DaBaby, that's my baby. Reflects this so well. And he says, that ain't DaBaby. That's not just a baby. That's my baby. I created that. Me and my wife created that. A beautiful child of God, I have created that. And I will raise that child. That is what DaBaby is saying here. Alright? That is what DaBaby is in this situation. He is raising a baby. He is raising a baby. Not just a baby. The baby. His baby. He is recognizing what man is. Struggle, grind, shine. Alright? That's the steps of a true MFer. Struggle, grind, shine. Be a man. Being a man means that you have to go through these things. As we've known, Even the most faithful of people will suffer. It is only inevitable. But what they seek in keeping their faith is that they will receive a reward much greater in the end. And also, suffering is a natural part of life, and it is not degrading, and it is not anything else. You will suffer in life because you live, and that is not a bad thing. DaBaby does not look at the universe and says, we are so small and insignificant. He says, so what? So what? All right? Do I even have to care? Look at the world around me. It's beautiful. All right? Look at Tokyo. I mean, too many weebs are there, but you know, that weeb to population ratio is actually quite good. Like, more people than Canada live in there. So, good job, Tokyo. Tokyo, such a beautiful city full of vibrant culture and history. Or what about Rome, the epicenter of Western Christianity? Or what about places like Paris, which led the movement in arts and even in some philosophies? Or Greece, which essentially created the basis for our democratic governments to this day? What about the mountains of Bolivia? What about the canyon in Arizona? What about the lush jungles of Africa and South America? And what about the people who are you and me, who each have individual thoughts and dreams and aspirations and thesauruses? Imagine, not in the way that John Lennon did, because John Lennon is cringe, okay? I stand by that. But man is man. Look at all around you. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Don't deny it. And rather, he is standing against this existentialism, this nihilism, this, I don't matter. Shut up, Nietzsche. All right? God may be dead to you, but God is not dead. All right? As we know from the word of our Lord, the fool says in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, doing abominable iniquity. There is none that does good. Psalms 53, bracket 52. I don't know what that means, all right? Thanks be to God. Number 8. I know this is a grave insult to the medium that is the top 10 list, okay? I'm sorry, but I have to make an exception because DaBaby is going to make a stand against the coastal elite. Yeah, that's right, Yale frat boy, with his lyric, no, I don't want it. No means no. That is beautiful. He is standing against the coastal elite, that being Yale frat boys, because Yale frat boy can't get into their head what no means. All right? When girls shake their head, they think they live in Albania. Now, number 9. Let's go! And number 10.
Calm down. Listen to me. Ridiculous proportion shampoo is shampoo. Do you hear me? Shampoo. But you always use it as a body wash. A body wash. Do you know how much body you have to wash?